Hello there friends, in this episode we'll be discussing TAS. We'll explore the accomplishments of perhaps the greatest speed gamer of all time. Many runners like WQ and Todd Rogers have claimed to be the greatest over the years, but none of these runners can hold a candle to TAS. No runner in history has as many world records to their name as TAS. TAS is banned from posting times on all relevant leaderboard sites, so TAS was forced to make their own website to post their runs. Are these board admins simply jealous of TAS, or do they know something that we do not? So who exactly is TAS? TAS is a real mystery in the community. No one has ever seen TAS in real life. TAS has almost completely separated themselves from the speedrunning community, and yet TAS gets a lot of respect from runners. In a time where so many heritage gamers are being accused of cheating, how can we know TAS's amazing runs are even real? TAS runs hundreds of games at a level that seemingly no one can compete against. Is that even possible? Well, it is believed that TAS has adoptive muscle memory, whereby upon doing an action once, they can precisely and perfectly replicate the action. With a rumor like this, it is no wonder so many fear TAS and would stop at nothing to keep TAS off the leaderboards. Some say that TAS brings the human element, but is TAS really human? If not, then what could TAS be? Could TAS be a machine? Some kind of AI built solely to crush all humans that stand in its way? To answer this question, we must first ask who would possibly have the means to create such an AI. Enter Google DeepMind, an AI research company that is at the forefront of generic artificial intelligence. You may have heard of their accomplishment AlphaGo, which has made headlines for its impressive performance against master Go players. But did you know that DeepMind got their start in early 2013 with a paper on an AI capable of learning Atari 2600 games? They claimed that in 3 of the 6 games it was trained on, it surpassed even human experts of the game. So not only does DeepMind lead the field in generic artificial intelligence research, but they clearly have an interest in gaming. Now you may say this all could be a coincidence, but I think it's all a little bit too perfect. So regardless whether you believe me that TAS is an AI or not, there simply must be some game that TAS doesn't reign supreme over, right? Well, from my research, anyone who seems to come close is either shrouded in mystery or found to be a cheater. It may sound hard to believe, but hear me out. Here is a clip of a Mario Kart 64 legend, VAJ, proclaiming to have beaten TAS after performing Webatenko on Choco Mountain.
I beat the TAS, yo!
Now, after doing some Google searches, I was unable to find any proof that this ever happened. It's only thanks to another Mario Karting legend, Abney, that we have this soundbite at all. Abney has poured his fortune into buying Finments and preserving VAJ sound clips. Could TAS be responsible for all the missing footage? Another great example is that of Todd Rogers, also known as Mr. Activision and the king of video games. Todd Rogers is a man who was able to directly compete against TAS. He is famed for his Atari 2600 Dragster time. Dragster was a game developed in 1980 by Activision for Atari home consoles. In 1982, Todd achieved a 551 IGT speedrun. TAS claims that a 551 is impossible, but with TAS trailing behind with a 557, could it be that TAS was so threatened that they had to frame Todd Rogers to ruin his credibility? I decided to dive headfirst into the 6502 assembly code of the game to find the unbiased truth of whether a 551 is truly possible. I'd hoped to clear the name of Todd Rogers, a man fighting an uphill battle against a giant. After countless minutes of research, I unfortunately had to give up because I was out of my depth. I'd only had experience with Scratch programming, so the written word of normal programming languages truly terrified me. Without a Stack Overflow page to blindly copy and paste from, I had no chance of being able to solve this mystery. I was forced to swallow my pride and give up. Well, that's where my investigation of TAS ends. While I find the information I have discovered while making this video shocking, there simply isn't enough evidence to prove that TAS has done any wrong. I'll be sure to update you if any new information comes to light. But for now, we can only wait until TAS slips up and reveals their hand. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks again.